Many are outraged tonight over the murder of an 18-year-old. Police say an angry customer shot the teen at a Waffle House in Laurinburg where he worked.
And ABC 15's Tanya Brown first reported this deadly incident. Tonight, she is live outside the Waffle House in Laurinburg, and this is so tragic, Tanya.
Jennifer, you are absolutely right, and that's why this restaurant has been closed since the deadly shooting early this morning. Now, some community members say they are hoping and praying that this latest shooting isn't a sign that crime is just starting to get out of control right here in Laurinburg. 18-year-old Burley Dawson Locklear died after being shot just before 12:45 Friday morning at the Waffle House here in Laurinburg, where he worked as a server. Police say a customer got upset that his food was taking too long to be prepared, and he fired 2 shots toward the business, striking Locklear.
Oh gosh, it breaks my heart.
Laurinburg pastor Michael Eds lives not far from the Waffle House and has spoken about crime before in Laurinburg. Eds tells me police need to be more proactive, especially at night.
We had this young man trying to make a living out working, and some thug shoots him and kills him. We've got to move from being reactive. Everybody shows up after it happens.
This is a surveillance picture of the suspect in the parking lot. A worker at the eatery tells me the suspect has been in the restaurant before, but they don't know him. This isn't the first shooting at the Waffle House. Last year, 2 people were wounded in a shootout in the parking lot. Officers say for that reason, the dining area of the eatery closes at midnight, but you can order from the window.
When are we going to wake up and take action?
Pastor Eds prays that crime doesn't consume the city.
Last week I heard about 30 gunshots going off. I called 911. A few days later I heard a bunch more. And I said, if we don't start doing some proactive things, people are going to die.
Yeah. Before I get started with this story, hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. It will be greatly appreciated. Now let's get into it. What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing today? Hope your day's going pretty good. My day's going pretty good. Got a story for y'all today, coming out of North Carolina, located in Laurinburg. And shout out to everybody in Laurinburg, North Carolina. Now this story here is so sad, so stupid. You know, there's a lot of people out there that get very angry, has guns in their possession. And that's why I say that some people should not even have a gun in their possession, because they're too hot-headed. They get upset about the littlest things, and the first thing they can think of is taking a gun out and taking someone's life. This young man here, 18-year-old Burley Dawson Locklear, 18 years old, lost his life because of an angry customer, upset about his food not coming out at good time. Sad and stupid, and I want to send my deepest condolences out to the family of this 18-year-old young man. He should still be here today. Very stupid. What in the world is going on with some of these people today? I don't understand it. I really don't. Let's get into the story. A disgruntled North Carolina Waffle House customer gave a angry new meaning after he murdered a teenager employee who was taking too long with his food. Yes, he murdered this 18-year-old young man because he was taking too long for his food. So I guess he wanted his food cold. I guess he wanted his food raw. I guess he just wanted the food to food poison him. He was that in a hurry to get his food. He didn't have enough patience to wait. He didn't even have enough sense to even walk out of the restaurant if they were taking too long with his food. He could have went down the street to Taco Bell, to Church's Chicken, Popeyes, or wherever he could have went to. But no, this idiot here had to take this young 18-year-old young man's life. Let's get into more of the story. The crazed maniac entered into Laurinburg Waffle House around 12:42 a.m. on a Friday, and he placed his order before becoming increasingly agitated and verbally abusive toward employees as his meal was being prepared. The Laurinburg Police Department said in the news release. So he got very upset, started cussing them out, got agitated, got increasingly agitated, like I just read, and he couldn't take it anymore. Like I just said, he could have went down the street to Popeyes or Church's Chicken or Taco Bell or something like that and went and got him something to eat. But some people are just so stupid and so dumb, but that the first thing they can think of doing is taking someone's life. And this young man should be still here today. Sad situation. Let's get into more of the story. Police said Burley Dawson Locklear, 18 years old, was shot when the customer fired 2 shots at the chain restaurant after he received his not-so-happy meal. This man shot inside this restaurant 2 times and hitting this 18-year-old young man and also taking his life. I guarantee this young man had parents that was looking for him to come back home or looking for him to see him on the weekend. He may have had plans to go out with his friends, go out with his woman, even go out with some family members. All of that was cut short because of a customer that was angry because he could not get his food on time like he thought he should have got it. Let's get into more of the story. Once the food was provided to the suspect walked toward the Chevrolet, that's the car that he was driving, turned and fired 2 shots in the direction of the business, striking Locklear, police said. So this man was walking to his vehicle, turned around, shot 2 shots inside the restaurant, and then the bullets hit this young man here, Locklear, 18 years old. Locklear of Red Springs was pronounced dead after being taken to Scotland Memorial Hospital. And I'm going to send my condolences out to the family one more time. The gunman caught on surveillance video is still at large and has not been identified. Police said he had long dreads and facial hair, and he fled the scene in a dark gray 2014 Chevrolet. He was last seen wearing a dark blue pullover hoodie, jeans, and white shoes, officers said, as you can see right here in this picture. And they also said in the video that this guy was a regular. He came to the restaurant quite often. They're going to find out who he is. I guarantee you that. They're going to find out who did this. And you're going to shoot somebody over some greasy Waffle House? Ain't it weird that there's a lot of crimes that happen at the Waffle House? Here in the city where I stay at, someone got their life taken at a Waffle House. So many other cities and states, towns, people wind up losing their life at a Waffle House. I'm trying to figure out how in the world can somebody lose their life just by going to Waffle House? Why is there so much violence at the Waffle House? You may look on some of these videos on X, on YouTube, on Instagram, and there are so many videos out there. Someone fighting in the Waffle House. They're going behind the counter and fighting the employees. Just a whole lot of ratchet behavior. Can we all just get along? And there's also a lot of killings and a lot of murders going on at the Waffle House. I don't understand it. Maybe it's because somebody may go to the club late at night and there is a late night place that stays open and they go in there drunk and high, getting on something to eat because it's like 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. That's the earliest place that they can go get themselves something to eat at. It's crazy. But this young man should be still here today. And there's a whole lot of people out there that are walking around with guns. I have said this before in one of my stories. There's a whole lot of people out there walking around with guns that should not even have guns. Mental ill upstairs. They haven't went to a mental institute, but they're mentally ill up there because their temper is just a little bit too quick. The first thing that they can think of is pulling out a gun and blasting somebody, taking their life. Why in the world don't these people have enough sense to just walk away, go on about their business, find another restaurant to go to, find another place to go hang out? But the best thing that they can do is pull out a gun and take someone's life. How cowardly is that? How selfish is that? How wild is that? I don't understand it. If you know somebody that has a gun, matter of fact, don't even worry about that. Scratch that out. But people out here are crazy. So that's why I say, pack you something. Pack you some heat. Go somewhere and get yourself some license. If you are in the state of Tennessee, Texas, and Louisiana, I know you don't even have to have a permit to even carry a weapon if you're not a felon. These people out here are crazy. We got children and family members that work at these restaurants each and every single day. And we want them to go to work and come back home safe. We want them to come back home with no bullet holes. We don't want them to come back home in a hearse or an ambulance or even pronounced dead on the scene. When people go to work, they expect to come right back home alive, not wounded, not dead. Say a prayer for the family of this young 18-year-old young man, and say a prayer for a lot of people that are working at these companies around here, because shootings happen at more than just restaurants. It happens in warehouses. It happens in professional businesses. Celebrities even get shot up and get their lives taken also. So it happens all around us. Be careful out there. If you're working at the Waffle House, be careful. If you're working at McDonald's, be careful. If you're working at any fast food chain or any fast food restaurant, be careful. Try to treat people the best way you can. Sometimes they don't even work because the customer may be very, very rude to you, making it hard for you to even try to treat them right. I know it's hard sometimes. I worked in a fast food place one time. It came inside the building and slammed his bag on top of the counter and had me hot and heated. But I had to hold my cool. I had to hold my composure, because ain't no telling what this man had on his mind, because he's mad because I put mayonnaise on his burger instead of some mustard. That's how I knew way back then that I was not going to be working in no restaurants. I was not going to be able to do that. These people are crazy out here. Like, share, comment, subscribe to the channel, and tell me what y'all think about this. Have a good one. Have a blessed one. Holla at you.